Despite some raindrops and windy conditions, the 10th Annual Heritage Square Car Show on Celebration Plaza drew good crowds and quite a few entries on Saturday. There were more than 100 entries. I talked with Jason Tully with the sponsoring group, the Downtown Business Alliance, with the event DJ Gary Spraggins, and with DBA President Rita Edwards.
Started this morning at 5:30 in the rain, and it wasn't looking too good at that point in time. But as the clouds have kind of thinned out and the moisture has stopped, we're starting to get quite a good turnout. We're very proud and very pleased with what we have had.
Have any idea of the number of entries you got today? Or they're growing. We saw one just drive in.
Right. Yeah, I don't have the exact count, but I know that we had 57 to start with, just pre-registered, and nearly every one of them showed up so far. Yeah. So I know that with the ones that I've seen come in that weren't pre-registered, we're up over 100 probably.
Yeah. It's once again a good representation. There's some nice vehicles here today.
It is. I mean, we've got Pat Green's car here. That was a announcement we just had. It was restored locally in Emory, and so we got the pleasure of having it brought up here and showcased in front of our Veterans Memorial. And also we had the opportunity to bring Dale Jr.'s race car out, which it's over there, and it's got a little simulator in it. So it's fun for the family, and they get the opportunity to see what it's like. We've got a lot of beautiful cars that return. That's the great thing about our car show is it's been 10 years now, so we have a lot of, return, participants, and they're always eager to get back here.
That's the thing, if you look at the, they always have the signs on there where you know who the owner is and where they're from.
Right.
Just to see all the places, so they come from all over Texas to be here.
Oh yeah, this morning as I was guiding some in, I actually had a few that, they told us, they stayed overnight driving in as far as from, like even little places like Plano and places like that, but far away as like down in Austin and stuff. So I was really pleased to hear that, knowing what the weather is. We couldn't predict the weather, and 1 minute it looks like it's not going to be any rain, and then we show up this morning and it's pretty much a downpour.
Well, yeah, we're not getting that. It's a little threatening rain, but it kind of comes and goes, and right now it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's been the wind's picked up, but it's really pleasant. I mean, we've seen a lot of families walking around with their kids, enjoying the show, and of course, we have a lot of businesses open downtown that normally aren't open on Saturday, like Pioneer Cafe and places like that. Yeah. But we've been real pleased with the way things have turned out so far.
The coffee business ought to be pretty good.
That's right, exactly.
Around here.
Yeah, I haven't quit drinking it yet, and I've been going since 5:30.
I think one of the keys to this being such a success is prize money and giveaways.
To be honest with you, the ones I have talked to, it's the atmosphere.
Really?
I think that most of them return to this location not in the chance of winning $1,000, but just because they enjoy being in their old car down on our square in this beautiful setting. And we're always very receptive. I mean, we love having them come in. We try to do everything we can to direct them and guide them and put them in place so that they're comfortable while they're here.
I enjoyed watching a father. He was talking to his kids, and he said, "Now we can look, but don't touch."
Oh yeah, that's
because I know those kids they're dying just to, these are such beautiful cars.
Oh yeah, with as much money as they spend on them, it's hard not to want to go over there and lay your hands on it and look around. And yeah, we have been announcing over and over about that as far as that goes, and we do have those kind of cars here. That's what's great about this show is that we do have a lot of those pristine vehicles that have spent a lot of money and time on them. And so that's the reason why, rain or shine, they're going to show up.
We got a kick out of the Mafia staff car with all the bullet holes.
Oh, yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen the one over there that's one piece at a time.
Yeah, I did.
It's like a hodgepodge of some vehicles. That was cute.
Yeah, it is. Yep. And there seem to be several that are kind of, and of course that's a category of ones that are being restored in progress, when they're not quite there, but they're being.
Well, that's another great thing about our show is that we have so many different awards. I mean, you can have a foreign car, you could have a GM, you could have a Ford, so with all those different Chrysler. So we've got so many different awards, and like you mentioned, even the ones that are not completely restored, there's an award for one of them.
And several years ago, we got kind of little bit with, I guess, the MGs, and
Right.
they're all over Main Street.
Yeah, we love the fact that every year we give them that Main Street and they try to fill it up, and they do a great job of doing so. I don't know, I hadn't looked down there lately. I know they're not as many as normal, but I don't know, some of those travel from a long way to try to get here. So, but the ones who have showed up, they're always real pleased with where they get to park down Main Street. That's a beautiful setting. And everybody else that pulls in here, there's not really a bad parking spot. That's the great thing about our square. There's not a bad parking spot, so everybody can showcase their vehicle everywhere that we've got located.
And everything here is what? I think the magic here is 1987.
That's correct. Anything 1987 and older, then we welcome them to bring their vehicle down here. I've even seen a little S10 that was probably about an 86 or 87 lowrider, and it's probably one of the only lowriders that we have in here at that model. But whoever has one that's 87 or older, we'd love to have them, because they're classics now. I mean, it's moving too fast. I mean, this year's nearly done, and so.
But it looks like a good crowd here of people enjoying what they're seeing, you know, and they just look forward every year to coming down and seeing the car.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been great. Like I said, the same people are very supportive. And even one of the cars that won last year, I spoke with him briefly. He has a beautiful Mustang. It's on the T-shirt this year. You know, he's good friends with Rita Edwards. You know, Rita Edwards is one of the ones who started this show 10 years ago. And he said, you know, I told Rita, you know, I'll be at every one of her shows just the way she runs things. Yeah. And then in turn, he has a show in Edgewood. And so their big show is next weekend. And so I'm sure Eugene and Rita will be down there in theirs. These people support each other.
Sure. And this always has been a well-run show, and it gets a reputation. That's why these cars are here.
It is. I mean, they know the type of atmosphere they're coming into is warm and welcoming. No matter what the temperature is or what the turnout of the weather, they're gonna enjoy themselves here.
Very good, Jason.
All right, Don. Thank you.
Gary, I think you've just outdone yourself as you selected the music for this show today.
Well, I have a lot of fun picking the songs. Love to pick the songs and then watch the people boo-bop into the music out there. And it's a lot of fun. I was watching Channel 18 a couple of weeks ago. Doug was walking around at Stu 3 years ago and caught Don and Don Doyle Jones and Harvey Jones dancing in their Stu signs. to my music. So I actually stopped it, paused it at home, backed it up, shot it on my camera, and sent it to her. They got a kick out of it, I tell you what.
Well, we had some two-stepping going on just a little while ago in front of the Lions Bank, so you'll be, I'm sure, see that this year.
I love when you can bring a little joy in people's lives through the music. I tell you what, it's a lot of fun.
You have thousands and thousands of songs that you just went through there and just stuff that looked like it would be good for today.
I just kind of pick it. Actually, I'm adding to the list. My list from last year had gotten changed in my computer, so I'm having to build it again this year. And so I did about 2 hours worth of music last night, and I'm having to add to it. Of course, this event is longer than 2 hours. And so I just pick whatever mood, and I play a little bit of everything. I always say I play everything from country to Pavarotti, I tell you. I've done a little Pavarotti at ice cream before, and people thought I'd gone nuts. Well, I probably had.
Nice little hobby that you have.
It's a lot of fun.
Keeps you busy on the weekends a lot of time.
I do this. I DJ a few things of weddings and such as that. Of course, I have my marrying and burying license. I do a few. I did a wedding out at Joe's German restaurant a couple of weeks ago. Joe and Christine got married out there, so I got to do that, and I get a kick out of it. It's just a lot of fun. How long have I been doing this, Rita? How many years? About 8 or 9?
Just been doing it 8 years.
I've been doing it a while, and I lose count on it, but I have a lot of fun. It's fun doing it, I tell you what. One year she had another guy doing it, and I was somewhere driving, and I get a call from the guy, and his music had crashed on him.
Oh my goodness.
He wanted, Rita said, well, call Gary, he might let you borrow his computer. And he was already using my sound system. And so I said, well, I don't know. I said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. And he and his brother, they brought a stack of CDs. but they were in my computer. It took me 6 months to dry it out from them drooling in it. I tell you what, they did enjoy my playlist.
All right, well, I'm enjoying your music.
Well, thank you. I enjoy playing it.
Hit me in the right spot today.
You got a favorite song? I'll play it for you.
I don't know. The old Beach Boy stuff is pretty
Oh, I've been playing a little bit of that already
good.
today.
Yeah, I heard some of that.
It's good. Well,
Good
thank
deal.
you. Thank you. And then it's going to be a little harder rock for Doug, though.
Yeah.
Doug likes a little bit of Motley Crue and stuff like that. That's what
There
he
you go.
likes. You know how those Odessa Permian people are.
Oh, yeah. That's quite of a quilt here, Rita Edwards.
Yes, it is. We're very excited about it. This has all 10 years of our T-shirts that we've been doing our car show. And the ladies of the Lone Star Quilt Guild of Sulphur Springs are the ones that made it for us. Deborah Hager, Marty Rahote, I hope I said that right, Merrill Newsom, and Deanna Hastings. They all worked really hard and they did an awesome job. And we're raffling it off today. You can buy raffle tickets over at the registration booth. You do not have to be present to win. So if somebody wants to run up here and check out the quilt and buy some tickets and go home, that's fine.
It turned out beautifully, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I want it so bad for myself. I go broke buying raffle tickets trying to get it for myself. But anyway, it's beautiful, and I'm just so excited about it.
This success of this car show really due to you and Eugene, and what a good show you created 10 years ago and just built on that.
Well, thank you for that. We're very proud of it. Everywhere we go, people say, "Oh, you bet I wouldn't miss Sulphur Springs. It's one of the better shows around." So that's a great compliment, and we're very pleased. And I was very surprised at the number of people that were here early when it was still raining. And my phone's been ringing off the wall. Are you still having it? We're coming. And so we've still expecting more cars to come in, and we're already at 109. So that's amazing for this kind of weather.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.